Good morning, children. Welcome back to the social session. Children, yesterday we introduced you a new topic called as election process in India. Of course, we being a democratic country, election process is the most important phase in making the country a democratic setup. So, under this, we are trying to understand the body which conducts the free and fair elections and how do they announce the results and how do they make this democratic setup function successfully, we were trying to understand. So, the body which conducts the elections in the country for every 5 years is the Election Commission of India. So, this is a body about which we need to discuss. Election Commission, it is Election Commission of India. So, this in short is also called as ECI, Election Commission of India, we call it as. So, this ECI has its headquarters in New Delhi. This ECI, Election Commission of India, has come into existence on January 25th, 1950, children. See, the entire constitution has come into enforcement on 26th January, but one day before only, on 25th of January 1950, this organization has come into existence. Why? In order to see that the elections are conducted and to make India a republican country, one day before only this has come into existence. And this is an autonomous body, children. Autonomous means it works independently. Independently in the sense it is neither dependent upon the judiciary nor dependent upon the executive or legislature in its functioning. It is an autonomous body. Okay, it works independently. And it prepares the electoral rolls. Okay, rolls in the sense the list of the voters is called as electoral roll. So, these electoral rolls are prepared for them. It conducts elections to the Lok Sabha, Rajya Sabha and the state legislative bodies, state legislative councils, and even the elections of president and vice president are also conducted by this Election Commission of India. But not the elections of the local body or the Gram Panchayat will be conducted by the Election Commission of India. Only the state level bodies, state level legislative bodies, that means assembly and the councils elections will be conducted by them. Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha elections will be conducted by them. And even the president and the vice president elections also will be conducted by them. What is about these Election Commission of India mean? By the completion of 60 years, in 2010 it has completed 60 years. What happened? The Election Commission of India has celebrated Diamond Jubilee in 2010 and announced that 25th January 2011 as the first Voters Day. So, when do we celebrate Voters Day, children? It is on January 25th we celebrate as a Voters Day. Which day it is? Voters Day. Why do they celebrate 25th January as a Voters Day? Because this is the day the Election Commission of India was set up, has come into enforcement. From 1950 to 2010, that means for 60 years, Diamond Jubilee celebrations have got started. So, this day is being celebrated from 2011. From 2011, January 25th, they started celebrating it as a Voters Day. Even now also, January 25th, we celebrate it as a Voters Day. So, how it has become an autonomous body? Autonomous means independent body. So, it is very difficult to conduct elections in a big country like India because of its huge population. And huge population also we can conduct, but this population is illiterate population. So, conducting a democratic election with a huge population and with the illiterate population is a big complex thing and a challenging thing. So, during the British rule, you know it very well, only 14% of the population had the right to vote in the elections. Not all the people, only the taxpayers, 14% of the entire population was given the right to vote. At present, at that time, the first general elections were held in 1952 and there were 17.3 crores of voters were there. And at present, there are 67 crores of population voters. Okay. So, such a democratic country ours is very vast country. As I was telling you, the first general elections were conducted in 1952. This is one of the most important question. The first general elections were held in the year. The first general elections were held in the year 1952. Since then, okay, here in 1952 only 17 crore voters were there, but now it has got increased to 67 crores. So 17.32 crores were there, 17 crore 32 lakh population of voters were there, but now it has got increased to 67 crore. And in order to conduct elections for these 67 crores, the staff required, the election commission conducts these elections with a staff with the help of about 45 lakh staff. Then you can imagine such a huge staff is also required to conduct such elections. And the Central Election Commission has no separate staff to conduct elections, children. 45 lakh doesn't work with the Election Commission of India. They work in the central and state government employees. Those all are as per the Article 324 of 6 of the Constitution. With the permission of the President of India, the government and the governors of the state government employees and the central government employees will be used by the Election Commission. They come under the control of the government department. Without the prior permission of the Election Commission of India, no major decisions should be taken during the elections time. Who is the head of this Election Commission of India and how does he function? Let us see in the next class, children, about the Election Commission of India. Thank you, children.